Good morning and welcome to Sunday's meditation. We are going to begin our meditation session today with opening prayers. So we'll do 3 7-line prayers together. Organ yogi nucham sam Pemmange sadam pola Yasan shogi no drubne Pemajang ne shisudrag Korukan drom pokor Keki jesu dag druki Chinjilop shir shek su sol Guru pema siddhi hum Organ yogi nucham sam Pemmange sadam pola Yasan shogi no drubne Pemajang he shisudrag Korukan drom pokor Keki jesu dag druki Chinjilop shir shek su sol Guru pema siddhi hum Organ yogi nucham sam Pemmange sadam pola Yasan shogi no drubne Pemajang he shisudrag Korukan drom pokor Keki jesu dag druki Chinjilop shir shek su sol Guru pema siddhi hum. So before we begin meditation, let's take a moment to remember our motivation for being here today and generate compassion together. Whenever we begin an activity, we should begin by generating compassion for all beings and establishing a pure motivation. This is especially true when we sit down to meditate or pray or listen to a Dharma talk or read a book about the Dharma. So our motivation determines the direction of our actions. So we must begin by establishing a proper motivation. So let's take a minute to generate compassion and make a wish that whatever we learn today and whatever virtue comes from this meditation, that it will bring a measurable benefit to ourselves and all beings. So let's just take a moment to rest in that. All right. The meditation that we'll be doing today is called Shamatha meditation, and everything that I'll be referring to is from Jetsama, our teacher, Jetsama Akon Lama, her book, Stabilizing the Mind. So what is meditation? Meditation is the natural state of our mind when it is relaxed and stable and open. Meditation in this way trains our mind to be calm and relaxed, yet also alert and wakeful. The point of meditation is to create space in our mind. Creating space in the mind helps us deal with our emotions, allows time between action and our reaction. And it is the first step in developing bodhicitta, which is the compassionate wish to free all sentient beings from suffering. So let's take a comfortable seat. You can either join me on the floor, on a mat, or if it's more comfortable for you to sit in a chair, that's great too. So we're going to put our hands on our lap. We'll put our right over our left like this and just rest them in our lap. And we want to check our posture, make sure our spine is straight, our shoulders are open, and our elbows are out. So we're not hunched over. We're just open and relaxed, and our eyes will also remain open, and we'll be looking gently down, kind of imagining a line from the bridge of our nose extending out to the floor. And then we'll find a point on that line where we feel comfortable to rest our gaze. And then the final step is also to put your tongue right behind your front teeth. So the roof of your mouth like that behind your teeth. Relax your tongue there. So in this, position, allow yourself to relax completely and breathe normally. And then we're going to put a very light attention on our breathing. So we're not trying to control it at all. Just breathe naturally with the most gossamer thin attention on your breath. It's like taking your pulse. So you're not trying to put any pressure on it. You're not trying to control it. You're just observing it. So your attention is like a feather riding gently on the surface of your breath. And when thoughts come up, which they will, over and over again, you'll see, we're just going to let them pop, like bubbles popping on the surface of a pond. So we just don't need to look at what they are. We don't need to go down the road with it. We just let them pop. And your meditation isn't lost by hearing your thoughts, but following them down the road. So when you find yourself following a thought, just try to drop it. Let it pop and return to the breath. And if you find yourself having a very difficult time dismissing your thoughts, then you can, even imagine tongs picking up the thought and dropping it, or scissors cutting the thought and throwing it away. So whatever works for you and whatever helps you to return to the breath, and we're always returning to that single pointed concentration. So we return again and again and again to that gossamer thin attention on the breath. So we're going to do three sessions. We'll just keep increasing the time a bit. So we'll start with 5 minutes, and keeping in mind all the ways to hold our body and returning to the breath. And then we'll take a short little break and do 2 more sessions. So here we go, 5 minutes. That was 5 minutes, and now we are going to increase our time to 10 minutes. See how you do with that. Again, we're keeping our back straight, hands in our lap, eyes relaxed, gently gazing downwards. Relax completely and breathe naturally, putting a very light attention on the breath. And again, a gossamer thin attention on the breath. Your attention is like a feather gently riding the surface of your breath. So with that, we will do 10 minutes. Set my timer here. All right, let's begin. All right. It's 10 minutes. Let me just check our time here. We're going to do 15-minute meditation, and then we'll do closing prayers. All right. Let's start again, 15 minutes. We'll do some dedication prayers together. And we hope you can come join again. Next weekend we have meditation class Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and either here in person or you can join us online. So we will dedicate to seal in the virtue and the benefit of doing meditation together. And again, these are techniques that you can use throughout your day, throughout your week, and revisit again and again. And also starting, you can even start with a minute of meditation or 2 minutes of meditation. Again, returning to that breath. So we'll dedicate. Throughout my many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue I've accomplished, including the merit generated by this practice, and all that I will ever attain, this I offer for the welfare of sentient beings. May sickness, war, famine, and suffering be decreased for every being, while their wisdom and compassion increase in this and every life. May I clearly perceive all experiences to be as insubstantial as the dream fabric of the night, and instantly awaken to perceive the pure wisdom display in the arising of every phenomenon. May I quickly attain enlightenment in order to work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas altogether, whatever kind of motivation you have, whatever kind of beneficial action, whatever kind of wishing prayers, whatever kind of omniscience, whatever kind of life accomplishment, whatever kind of benevolent power, and whatever kind of immense wisdom you have, similarly I, who have come in the same way to benefit beings, pray to attain these qualities. By this effort, may all sentient beings be free of suffering. May their minds be filled with the nectar of virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of compassion shine throughout all realms. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.